We live in a very fast-paced world. In the age of the internet where everyone is connected by their fingertips, and you can find pretty much anything by just a few searches, it's important to take some time out of your life to just slow down and really rest. And I haven't been doing this recently. I've been trying so hard to make as many videos as possible and do as many things to try and satisfy myself, but it's been a very destructive cycle, and I want to try and remedy this by, just hopping on Minecraft, playing for who really cares, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but just playing a game that I enjoy, a game that relaxes me, and just having a conversation with you guys. So if you're interested to join me on this journey, well then, I guess just take a moment, find a comfortable position wherever you're sitting, and just take a deep breath. I want to just create a new survival world here, and I'm not putting any goals for myself. I'm not doing any challenges, nothing to make it quote-unquote exciting for the video. I just want to play. And from the looks of things, we already have a fairly interesting spawn. Mountains over there, swamp next to us, bunch of hills. I think this is going to be interesting. But while we collect our early game resources, I just wanted to talk about what kind of inspired this video idea. So I'll be honest and say the past week has not been the best for me. It was my first week back at college with a new semester, and while I was actually really excited to try and get into all the new classes, I ended up falling extremely sick on the first day. Really bad stomach pains, I was throwing up multiple times throughout the night. A really just awful experience, and it sucked because, I had to miss the first day of classes. But despite this, I went into the second day hopeful that I was gonna, make up for it and it wasn't gonna be a huge deal. But just throughout the week, as things kept going, I just felt more and more stressed, and I didn't understand. I did not mean to do that. The stress kept piling up, and for the life of me, I didn't understand why or what I could do to really combat it. And this is natural. You're starting a new semester of classes. You're not into the rhythm of the new classes, your new schedule and all that. But this just felt different. It felt like I was going down a very dark path that I did not want to be down. And on the day that I'm recording this, it all came crashing down. I felt no motivation to work on video projects. I felt no motivation to get organized for my classes. Really, I just didn't want to do anything, which scared me. That kind of attitude of just not really caring about anything is something that I've never wanted for myself. But the thing that was scaring me the most is I just didn't understand why I was feeling this way. I didn't understand why I was so unmotivated, why I was so unhappy. Now you're probably sitting there hearing this and geez, is there some kind of depression? What's going on? This sounds really bad. And I wouldn't blame you. I was thinking the same things. But you want to know what got me out of this dark mental place? A never before seen trick that the government doesn't want you to know. It's called taking a walk. It sounds really silly, but it was honestly the truth. And I wasn't even out there for very long. I must have only been walking for 25, 30 minutes, but that was enough. It got me out of that mental spiral. It got me out of that dark, stressful place. And all I had to do was just walk around my neighborhood for half an hour. So now I guess the question I need to ask myself is, why did that seem so difficult? Why can't I just do that all the time? Why can't I just make that into my daily routine? So if anyone is going through a similar situation, I guess just hopefully watching this video can give you a little bit of peace and encouragement. I do also definitely suggest that you take some time just on your own. Because I love listening to podcasts and music and watching videos just as much as the next guy. But it is very important to actually give yourself time to think just on your own. You're always listening to what other people have to say. You're listening to what I have to say right now. But how often do you just let yourself think? You just listen to what you have to say. If you never get those thoughts out of your head, they're just going to be cluttering up space, and it's just going to add to the stress. So you know what? For the next 5 minutes, I'm not going to speak at all. I'm just going to do some mining, fight some mobs, and you'll hear sounds in the background, but for the most part, I just want it to be a peaceful place for you, and just give yourself even just 5 minutes to think. This is really going to be terrible for the YouTube retention, but it's not a big deal. Alright, I'll see you in 5 minutes. So we're back. I hope you enjoyed that 5 minutes. I hope you found it restful. And of course, if you feel like it wasn't long enough, you can always just rewind or even click off the video if you need. I don't mind. This video is not about views. This video is not about me making money or me being famous or any of that. This video is simply about me documenting this moment in my life and how I overcame it, and hopefully how you guys can overcome it too. During that time, I was able to get full iron armor, some tools, some more iron, and we're gonna also some music discs. So hopefully we can find a diamond for a jukebox. But again, no goals this video. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Not a big deal. But I was also looking for some Bible verses I might be able to read for this video. I came across Psalm 23, and I didn't read the whole thing, but I thought it'd be interesting, so maybe we could read it together. This is Psalm 23, a Psalm of David. It starts, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters, he refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me. In the absence of my enemies, you anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." That's powerful. Immediately what stands out to me is, of course, verse 4, which is a pretty iconic one. "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil." And in some translations, it even says the valley and the shadow of death. Think about that. David is comparing this experience to walking through death itself. And yet he says, "I will fear no evil just because I know the Lord is by my side." That is powerful. That is really encouraging. And of course how it says, "I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." That's amazing. The word forever. It's so hard for us to understand with our human lives because everything we know is finite. Things we own grow old, our houses decay, our bodies, they get old, and eventually we die. Our lives are finite. Our money doesn't last forever, and we're constantly spending it. But the fact that we have that one constant, that we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, to be joined in heaven with God forever. I know I'm saying forever a lot, but it's just so powerful to me. It's like, I can't even comprehend what that would be like because it's so beyond our human understanding. So hopefully you found that encouraging. I thought I'd just pull that up, give it a read through, and kind of give you almost like an honest reaction to me, because sometimes in these videos I have like pre-prepared thoughts. I kind of go into like Bible reading knowing what I want to say. But this time I just wanted to read the passage and give you guys what I thought, and I found it to be really encouraging. Well, I want to get out of the cave now. Unfortunately, no diamonds, but it's not a big deal. I want to try and build something, and then we'll maybe call the episode there. Well, I guess with a little bit of time left we have in this video, I'll just kind of explain some stuff about this channel and just maybe tell some stories. Just make it a fun, kind of relaxing conversation. Although, of course, it's a little one-sided because this is a video and not a stream. But speaking of streams, I had my first stream back in about 5 months, just a week ago, and it went better than I even expected. All my previous streams have been like hovering around like 2 hours, 2 hours 30, maybe pushing 3 hours. But this stream was well over 4 hours, probably even close to 5 hours. I'm not entirely sure, I don't remember exactly. And to be fair, I was pretty tired by the end of it, but it was so enjoyable. The fact that there were a lot of new and familiar faces in the chat, and people were just having a good time, talking to each other, you know, making jokes. I was getting made fun of a bunch, but I really loved it. It seems like a lot of people were just having a really great time and just happy to be there. So I'm definitely inclined to do more streams in the future. It was a lot of fun. And I have other games that I think I'd be fun to do it with too. By the way, if you're asking what I'm building here, I honestly have no idea. But when it comes to this game, I think I can overthink my decisions way too much. So I'm just throwing stuff up and seeing how it turns out. Maybe put acacia in the corners? It might, I don't know. We're just gonna try it. By the way, if you're wondering, the 4-hour stream is gonna be edited down into a video. And that was originally the video that was gonna come out this week. But of course, with everything happened, I'm like, this is just too much to handle right now. I need to work on something just a little bit easier. But a lot of great things are coming on the way. I don't want to spoil too much, but I have a collab plan with a friend named Hazard, who's been honestly doing really well for himself despite just starting out on YouTube. So you guys check out his channel for sure. Okay, at the moment, the house is not a lot to look at. But again, we don't even really need to finish the house. This video isn't about achieving some grand goal. It's just about existing. It's about resting. It's about just being content with who you are. My worth as a person is not defined by whether I finish this house in Minecraft. I have security in Christ. I know that I sin, I mess up a lot, but the fact that he died on the cross so that I could live, that's where my security comes from. But we'll at least try our best to make it look nice. Just 2 crafting tables for some reason. Double chest on the wall. And we'll just nuzzle a bed right here. I mean, if this isn't a luxury living space, I don't know what is. I forgot the acacia door kind of sucks, but it's fine. Okay, I just figured out now I want to do like the outline of the stone bricks and then fill it in with cobblestone. I feel like that would look nice. Okay, yeah. Now that we got the framework, it's starting to come together. We can even do a strip down the middle of stone bricks. Okay, it's a nice roof. We do actually have the iron that we can craft a few lanterns. Let's just do a stretch here in the middle. Oh, beautiful. That's actually nice. Pop my furnace next to the crafting table. Iconic duo. You know what? Considering we've only been in this world for an hour, I'm proud of what we've done. So you know what? That's going to be the end of this episode. And hey, maybe if you guys enjoyed this, we can make it into a series. I might even put windows on the house. I just completely realized I never put acacia on the other side of the house. Okay, 1 second. Okay, that is a lot better. Ooh, guys, do not clip that. I want to just assure you guys that a lot of really cool videos are on the way. And but I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a little slower paced, it was a little bit more relaxed, but I think we all need that sometimes. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and honestly, what I really care about is just comment how your day's been. Comment something that has been encouraging from the week, and maybe comment something that's been a struggle that, you know, that hopefully this video could have helped you with. And if there's any questions you guys want to have for me in the comments, I'll try and answer. If I do make another video like this, maybe if you have any things that you're kind of dealing with and you want some advice, even though I'm just a 20-year-old college student who's playing Minecraft, I'll try my best to help you. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.